and it's killing me, the hypocrisy. And all this time I see you fall for it. It's so hard to move when nothing improves, when all you do is choose to ignore it. I can't take this, I can't take this, I can't take this, I can't take this, I
You're plugged in to Acute Mania Live. From Shinston, West Virginia, here's your host, Scott Arnold.
Hi.
Acute Mania Live.
Welcome to Acute Mania Live.
From Shinston, West Virginia.
Why? Okay, who's got their YouTube volume up? Mark.
No, not me.
Somebody have their
phone.
YouTube volume up. If you have your
I'm
YouTube
trying.
volume up, please mute it because it'll be severely lagging.
My bad. It was I was moderating.
Oh, was that you? Was it you? Was it your volume?
Yeah, that was my phone.
I knew it. I knew it was you. Welcome to the show. I am being joined by some of I. We're waiting on Al from I. This is going to be kind of a confusing thing, but I'm going to emphasize I every time I refer to you. That way they know. But if you get lost, it's right here and probably on the screen too on your YouTube. Welcome, guys. It's nice to have you.
How you doing, Scott?
You guys have any issues with the name? I kind of had a little bit searching for it, but
Ton.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to wait till Al gets to here to talk about the band name, or should we do it now?
No, we could talk about it.
Okay. Who came up with it?
Like a brilliant idea. You know,
Say again?
the band seemed like a brilliant idea like 30 some odd years ago, you know, when we first started the band, you know, and then Apple decided to do iPhones and iPods and
Ruined the world. I know. Yeah.
enemas and whatever else they do. And
IAIs.
so all of a sudden, yeah, like the smart thing to have done would have been to register the name, and we'd all be billionaires. And sorry, Scott, we wouldn't even be talking to you right now. But
Yeah, you would. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Yes, I would force you.
right, we're doing it just for you. But yeah,
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I don't know, you know, the band X, you know, like nobody has a hard time understanding
that's
what the
true.
name is.
Or the
X.
band. You would think the band would have a lot of, you know, you would think.
Yeah, but people can't wrap their head around the fact that the band's is I, just a lowercase I.
Lowercase for sure. Yes.
So we make everything really difficult for everybody, including like club owners who want to put us on the marquee and they don't have an I, and people trying to find the band. So like we couldn't even register the names for domains just as I.
Man, yeah.
So all our socials have like I band official on them.
I noticed that. Yeah, I even tried that on YouTube, trying to find your YouTube page, and it wouldn't give me anything.
Yeah,
It was just I everything else, you know.
We're way down the totem pole. We're way down the queue, you know. So. Yeah,
Well,
but that's what we had to put
I guess.
I band on everything. So people seem to think that the name is the I band or I band, and we're just I, little I, like
Kind
that.
of like me, not like this, right?
Yes, exactly.
But it has to kind of, it's probably gets old trying to explain every time, like, you know, or maybe not. Actually, you know, if they really wanted to find you, they would, right?
That's right. We just make it difficult because we just so desperately don't want to be famous or known for anything that we do, you know.
Well, you will. Sometimes it takes 30 odd years, you know? I mean,
That's right.
took me 5 years and I still haven't gotten anywhere. You know, like
We're a patient
tread
lot.
water. But I get to meet you fine folks. So thank you guys for being on. You guys are episode 337, and this is the 5th year of the show. So thank you. Appreciate you. Mark, I don't want to leave you out without saying welcome. Mark, it's nice to have you back as a co-host.
It's great to be here.
Mark has been phenomenal, and it sucks because we've never met in person. I've met several people on here that I still talk to that I had on a long time ago, and I'm still friends with, and some of them co-host, some of them don't. Some of them I just talk to about pedals and whatever else, music-wise, and but it's great to be able to have this technology where we can talk to each other and hang out.
That's correct.
Yeah. There's several in the chat. See, sometimes there's like nobody. Sometimes there's a crap ton. When I had a band on the other night called We're Not Doctors. We had fun with that name. I had my buddy co-hosted with me here, Rob, and I mean everything was like, well, I don't know anything about math. I'm not a math teacher. I mean, like just things like that, just forever. It was hilarious. But let's see, Leonard Trulio, is that how you say the last name? You guys know him? Leonard says, "Hey brothers, great to see you boys."
Oh, Lenny.
Trujillo. Yes, Trujillo.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I'll get it right. I'll get it right next time. Trujillo.
From the Trujillo brothers in Colorado.
Is that a band?
Yes.
He's in Colorado, and his band is the Trujillo Company. You may want to get them on your show.
Yes, I would love to. Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, let's link up. Please come on the show. It's really weird, but you'll have fun.
And you'd literally have your Colorado High connection. We know you love.
Oh,
the
that's
Colorado
right. Yeah, I could probably play that for an intro also. Rocky Mountain High.
together, Scott. We can tie them all together.
I could play it on my acoustic and sing it for the intro.
There you go.
I doubt I would do that, but maybe. We'll see. Maybe. I should have done Country Roads.
Maybe you could get Jacques Cousteau's son on, and you could sing Calypso.
I could probably reel that in. Yeah, for sure. Maybe Soda could help me do that.
Shoot for the stars, there, Scott.
I have
Shoot.
to. I mean, the only limit is up. Is that what do they say? What's the saying? Or the only, you know what I mean? I'm a go-getter. So tell me a little bit about the band. How did the band form? Did you guys know each other? Were you just hanging out, kind of jamming out? Just kind of tell the folks a little bit about how the band became I.
Well, long-winded story. If Al was here, I'd make him tell part of it. Me and Al started the band many years ago. Honestly, you can tell by the gray hairs. So it was like somewhere in the early 90s, right at the explosion of the grunge kind of thing, alt rock, kind of non-mainstream radio kind of music, which became a little mainstream when the bands hit. But we've been doing it for that long. That was the initial forming of the band. And we wrote it for a couple years, and then Al went off, got married, raised a bunch of kids, did the responsible thing. So I was doing other bands and other music. And in the course of being in another band, I met P3, the other Paul. And when I don't know how long later, when me and Al reconnected to kind of get back together, just kind of writing songs together and doing the whole thing. And then at some point he was like, we should actually get the band back together, like, the silly commercials. And so in trying to assemble a band together, I called my favorite bass player in the whole world, which is P3. So he was in. And David, the youngster without any gray hairs that you may see.
He'll get him.
Yeah. Is actually my nephew. So.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, he wasn't even born at the time that me and Al started the band. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's an honor, David.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're telling me. And, I actually started being brought along to certain rehearsals when they were actually looking for drummers when the band was coming back together.
And they knew you were a drummer, or were you not a drummer at the time when you were being tagged along?
Yeah. They knew I was a drummer, and, I would just hang out, watch the band play. And it was really cool, especially to see my uncle play. He's amazing. Yeah. And,
but you probably never even thought that you would be sitting up there with him or standing up there with him one day, right?
Absolutely.
Or did you guys even think that also at that time that, hey, maybe he can play drums with us? They had it planned out all along, I think.
Returning,
Only if he's good. Right?
And not at all. He was horrible. So
P3 had to take him to the woodshed.
There it is.
You know?
That was for David. Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect rib shot.
Nepotism wins out at all times.
America, nepotism.
I would say let's go into politics, but I don't talk politics on the show. So since we talked about
Thank God.
a little bit about Hillary Clinton's hot sauce that I didn't know. That kind of sounds like a porno. Hillary's hot sauce.
You could be a star, Scott.
I could, and then I'm doing this, and then that's what's ruining it. You know, I'm holding myself back. You know, you're welcome.
OnlyFans.
Well, you know, I kind of had to put that on the back burner for this. You know, that's what I did.
It got too much fame, or
Yeah, I couldn't get too famous. Seth Rogen started calling. And I was like, listen, man, I got way too much to do. Oh, hey, look, iPad 3 is in the it's probably out, but his name's iPad 3, so we can. This is great. You guys are like, we have 1, 3, 2, 3, 6, and everybody's a bot. It's crazy. I'm gonna have to talk to Sam Ode and be like, listen, man, I need real people. You know, hopefully,
We're just Russian bots. Yeah, we're all AI creatures making music. You know.
Paul. No, wait. Al. How many Pauls do we have now? Wait, how many Pauls? There's 2 Pauls, David and Al. Right?
I'm Al.
This is
Hi, Al.
How you doing?
Good to see you, man. I'm sorry we had to start without you, but we haven't got very, very far with things. Paul made fun of you a little bit,
All the time.
but it was okay. You know, it wasn't too bad.
Right.
This is Mark. Just to
again,
get you up to speed, this is Mark. He's down in Austin, Texas, and he's part of Metal Inc., which is a part of Sode Records. So he's a label mate of yours.
Cool.
And he's co-hosting with me tonight.
Cool.
So how was traffic? I hear it was a bitch.
Yes, it was horrible.
You weren't on the 5, were you? I've been on the 5. before.
Yes, I was on 5 and a few others, but
Is it always shitty like that? Every day?
yes.
Is it like that at night also?
No, just rush hour.
When everybody's got to get somewhere, right?
Get some right.
Or whenever you're late for something, there's always traffic or always something, you know?
Yes, absolutely.
We don't get too much traffic around here, and if we did, people would just smash into each other constantly because nobody knows how to drive. Like I have severe. How do you not have road rage when there's a bunch of cars? Because I get it all the time here, and it's like 4 lanes. You know, I can't imagine. I would probably die of like a heart attack instantly out there. Like
You become numb to it. It's just part of living in LA.
But I guess that's why people road rage. I don't do that stuff. I mean, I flip people off and stuff, but they can't see me. I have tinted windows, but it makes me feel better. One of those things, you know. But like, I don't do the thing where like stop at a red light and get out with an axe or a sword. I mean, that would be kind of fun. But
Again, you limited yourself. You know,
you
want
see
to
those
get
people do that all the time, and it's like, what are you thinking? But they're mad. That's how they get rid of they're mad, I guess.
You could be a YouTube sensation if you did, you know.
I already am. See, I can't have. I'm just holding it back a little bit. I'm not trying to put it out there. No, Al, we were talking about how trying to find material in music is a little bit difficult because of your band name.
Right.
It's okay though. I mean, like I was able to find it. I kind of had to go a little bit over to Sode, and I did type in iBand Official several times on like YouTube and stuff, and it just kept giving me like everything else.
Yeah, that's why we're always just ready to send someone a link who's interested. And they go,
Yeah.
You say, no, here's the link.
And we kind of said, if you're really that interested, you'll find it.
Right.
You'll do the work, and I did.
Yes.
I kind of had to, for having you on the show, so I kind of had to do that stuff. But no, I've been really. Go ahead.
I'm asking Al, where's the sign?
Oh,
I saw the sign. What is it? Oh, there it is. That's how you can find them, right there, folks. Right there.
screenshot.
Yes, I will put that in the description in case people don't screenshot or they don't know how. I don't know how you wouldn't know how, but I did a story on my Instagram right before I jumped on Zoom. I don't know if you saw it, but I was trying to do I have on the show tonight, and it didn't go as well as I thought it would. But I left the bloopers in there with it, just to show you the struggle. And it wasn't you. It's not you. It's me, kind of thing. So I just have a tough time with speaking a lot, you know.
We're generally trying to hide from the public, you know.
and
We're
and
like
like
a witness protection.
unlike Slipknot that uses masks to cover their faces, you don't have to do that, you know.
No, you know, you'll never find us anyway. So yeah.
Here we are. You're here though, but you're right here. I'm going to put it everywhere. If you're looking for him, I found him. I found
You're
him.
like a master detective.
No,
Scott.
I'm definitely not. But you know, I usually have to consult the AI to find out anything. Like I use the one on Google, the Gemini AI, and I've gotten him to him or her. I don't know what they are. To talk not so damn smart to me. Like I was like, why do you keep answering questions that I ask you like you're a freaking like mathematician or a professor of something? Just talk to me like a kid or something. Like, and it's like, I'm sorry. It's like talking to some. If you're lonely, go chat with the AI. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. I'm not that lonely usually, but I mean, I've gotten it to where it knows that I do a show. It knows that I play in a band. It knows it. It's scary. It's really scary. Is what it is. You guys interact with any of these chat GPTs or anything? You guys do that?
Oh no.
No,
Why not? Are you afraid?
I just never found a reason to. Maybe
Yeah.
eventually I will, but we're all kind of hermits in our own little way. So
That's true.
Yeah.
I did ask it. Would you ever take over? You know, like the world, like they say, with AIs. And it basically lied to me and said no. That's what I'm going to go with. It was very long and drawn out what it said, and it was interesting. It made sense, but like that he's lying, you know.
right.
Nick's in the chat. Quickman. He says, "What up? What up?"
What up, Nick the Quick
Nick,
man?
Nick Wickman. Wickman. Isn't that how Wick? Isn't that like? Okay, never mind.
Slim
Isn't that
Whitman?
like if you have like a moisture or something wet on you, you wick it off your. Isn't that what that is? I'll ask the AI. That's what I'll do later on. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll do it later. I'm a goofball. I'm sorry.
Like a wicker.
I'm on the verge of my spring break. I made sure to take a week off because I usually don't take any time off for anything like Christmas. Yeah, because nobody wants to do a show on Christmas. I don't know why. You know, let's do a show and let's show everybody what we got for Christmas. You know, that would be a great show. You would think.
I'm
watch
in.
it. You guys want to do that this Christmas? I'll keep you in
Shoot,
mind.
show and tell.
Ooh. Now Mark's got to be on. We'll have everybody on. Everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to one of your songs. I like to do this early so people that don't know you or can't find you can finally hear you or hear you for the first time. Let me get to my thing here. So we have Unheard and Gun. Which one do you guys want to have the folks listen to first?
What do you say, Paul?
Well, let's start with the obvious. Since people can't find us, let's also be Unheard as the first song.
I see what you
Unseen,
did.
unheard.
I see what you did. Do you want to say anything about the lyrics or the music before we listen to it?
I think
Al-
they're pretty self-explanatory. Trying to explain it would just pretty much make me sound really stupid. So
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
He's his own chat GPT. See that? He's going to make himself sound stupid.
there you go.
Might have to consult him then if I have a question about taxes or something. Yeah.
Instead of AI, call AL. Al.
That's right. Yeah.
For you.
And he'll take over. He'll form an army of geniuses, and I don't know how they do it. I guess it's genius.
Well, he won't make you feel stupid, Scott. That's the cool part. You know, he'll talk at
That's true.
a level where you can plainly understand. You
Which
know,
is probably going to have to be like elementary level with me.
Which is how I write my lyrics. So
There you go. I'm
You
glad
don't
you
get
had, like, you know, not everybody has lyrics. I use Apple Music, so like not everybody has lyrics posted when they put things out. You'll never get it. Like sometimes there's a delay for it to come out. That's fine. But like, I swear when bands don't have their lyrics up, I swear they're saying hippo. I know they're not, but really, so that's how I sing it because they didn't post their lyrics. It's their fault. So if I go to see them at a show, I'm screaming hippo when they're not really, but they might be. You never know. I don't know.
Right.
They probably don't even know. So I'm glad you guys have your lyrics up there. I can follow along. That's how you know, I guess, I don't know. I guess that's how it works. Okay. You can hear this one, but it's called Unheard by I. Check it out.
How long must I be the unheard? How long will my story go untold? You don't need to cry. You don't need to cry. You don't need to cry. Ooh, for me. Ooh, for me. How long will you call me enemy? How long before my brother you will be? You don't need to cry. You don't need to cry. You don't need to cry. Ooh, for me. Ooh, for me. You wait patiently. My debt it weighs on me. This world has its way. Then here I'll stay. How long must I be the unheard? How long will my story go untold? You don't need to cry. You don't need to cry. You don't need to cry. Ooh, for me. Ooh, for me.
I love that bass. The bass in there is just doo-doo-doo. I mean, it's terrific. I usually don't notice these amazing things in these songs until I have cans on, you know, on the show. I mean, I listen to on speakers in the living room and in the car and things like that. But I see you don't really hear everything until you get these on, and it's like, gosh, there's all kind of crap going on. It's like that bass is terrific. Then the guitar is doing its thing, but what I gather from it, nothing is like out in the open. Like nobody is a star, which is the best thing. But it's cohesive. There's a guitar solo, but it's not like in front, you know. And you know, I guess that'd be okay for like a live show. But like, you know, what I mean, it's you can hear everything, and everybody has the spotlight. If that makes sense.
We always say song first.
Yeah, Yeah, it's terrific, and it's all right. It's spot on. You know, it's there's no mess ups, which there shouldn't be. But you know, I mean, like, but you know, it just all works together. It just all the dynamics of it is just crazy. What do you think, Mark?
I was gonna say I wanted to play a little game.
Oh no.
Guess the influences. So
Oh,
Do I have it? I don't have a any kind of a. Well, I guess I can do. I can do this. There we go. We'll use that.
so
Sorry, I wasn't prepared
but
for this.
I was detecting, so you said y'all started in the early 90s, right?
yes.
Yeah, so I'm detecting a little bit of like some J Mascis, Dinosaur Jr. maybe,
I
maybe a less distorted.
got a little bit of one, but I'll let you go on. Go ahead.
I felt a little Gin Blossom Z stuff kind of there.
That's good. Yeah. REM
You know,
a little bit of an
yeah.
REM feel, and
It,
maybe.
if
I like
I had to narrow it down to a genre like alt college radio, alt college rock, something like that, maybe. So there's a lot of bands I used to listen to in the 90s as well that, you know, it reminds me a lot of. So it's very nostalgic. It's really
The Gin
good.
Blossoms thing yeah, I didn't even think of that, but I used to listen to a lot of Gin Blossoms too. It's got some of that in there. What are your influences though? Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
question, Mark.
I think what you said was spot on as far as this song goes. But when you hear the next song, I guarantee
Right.
you, Jim Blossoms isn't going to come to mind. But we all grew up with different influences and different our ages are close but not too close, where we have like 5 years between most of us except for David. And so we all have our root bands. Like we all agree on Black Sabbath, and we all agree on Pink Floyd and King's X. Those are to me like the three we agree on that are influences. And then we have bands that we like we liked Alice in Chains, and we liked, you know, that style of, you know, metal or rock at the time, grunge, if you will. But
Yeah.
but if you ask every single guy here, they're going to give you something completely different than I just said.
Does anybody have anything like that's totally not anything that you play, like hip hop that you listen to a lot? Anybody have that?
So-
Hip hop, yeah. I mean, here and there. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like that I go to. I'm
It's
more
not like you're okay. Yeah, I had a metal band on once that they all listened to country, but they played metal. It was, I would never have guessed that, but you know, but there's nothing like that to where it's pretty much what you listen to. It's pretty much what you listen to is what you play, right? For the most part, and then it influences your playing.
You
Right.
shit with
I
me.
don't listen to anything that inspired me to play music originally. I like listen to classical music, R&B. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't listen to any rock stuff actually. I nostalgically listen to my Maiden and Slayer and whatnot, but I don't know. I just I don't really. There's not enough music there for me anymore. But
You don't really enjoy listening to it.
yeah, and then back to Unheard. The particular thing about this song is that I believe it's the first song that we put together as a collaborative. Like we said earlier, all the songs were kind of written, a lot of stuff was written in the 90s, and the band was conceived by those two. So this was kind of the first song that we all just put our parts in. There was no other parts to reference. So maybe that's why it sounds, I mean, you can say all the REM and stuff, but that song is really just, we'd never discussed anything. It just came out. So Paul wrote kind of the riff, and then we just put our part. So it's very original as far as that goes.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, like the bass is going right along with what guitar's doing. It just plays well together. And then you got the what do they call it? I used to play drums and I forget the bell part of the ride where you're doing that one part right along with what they're doing, you know. And that's what makes it. Oh, wait, okay. He's not just sitting there playing a beat. He's right there with them, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing with that song that just kind of came out, one of my biggest influences of all time, drumming wise, was Phil Rudd from AC/DC. So that just kind of naturally came out, especially with that song, and just more than just holding it down, but really being part of the music itself. Like you said, just instead of just playing a beat. So
Just out of curiosity, who's your favorite drummer of all time?
I had a feeling the inevitable question was going to happen, but
Of course, that's what I do here.
There's
Just drum questions though. You guys are good. And I'm kidding. Unless you want to tell me your favorite drummer, I mean that's cool. Then go ahead.
there's a little too many to name, but a few to name off the top. One of my latest and near greatest, may he rest in peace, is Ralph Humphrey. Have to throw him out there for sure. A few other to name is Vinny Caliuta, Dave Buckle for sure, Russ Miller, and one of the more modern cats. He's been around for a little bit, but Larnell Lewis for sure, definitely one of the.
Very good ones. What's the guy's name from Dave Matthews Band? I cannot ever remember his name.
Oh,
Carter Beauford.
Yes, Carter. He's good. He's good too. But that's different style of drumming. You know, you'd have to enjoy that style, and you know, to be able to have an influence. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to do a podcast here. You know.
Nope, but you're on point though. Very underrated guy, very underrated. Has his own style. But
Yeah, for sure.
kills it for sure.
What about Danny Carey? Do you like him?
Oh, absolutely. He's
I'm a big Tool fan.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong though. Danny, I can sit here and talk about him all day too. He's in his own realm in that sense. But
I think he's a bot, honestly. I don't think he's a
I
real
agree.
good guy.
I agree.
I mean, maybe when Tool first started out, he was legit, you know, because you know you can hear it in the older recordings. But now, I mean, he doesn't have that many arms, and he's not playing with. I mean, come on, nobody has a third leg. Well, some people do, but you know what I mean. Like, I mean, some of that stuff. You don't have that many hands. I don't have that many hands. I can't. You know, I definitely can't play like that. But or like really any good at all. But you know, just. Maybe people are just that good. He's got to have some help. There's like little kids' arms coming up and hitting drums here and there. There's got to be, or little elves or something. That's what I picture, you know. Who was the band that used to turn upside down when they played live on the drum set? Was that AC/DC?
Motley Crue.
Was it Motley Crue? Could you do that, David? If Al and the guys said, "Hey, listen, we need you to step it up this show. We've got this rig set up. All you got to do, we'll strap you in. You just sit there." But make sure you're on time, because don't be dragging. You'll be fine. We all did it, kind of. You know, would you do that? You think you could handle it? Playing?
I feel like I'd probably have to, because knowing them, they probably won't even tell me. The ideal will be it'll happen.
Why am I being strapped in tonight?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, David is skinny enough. We don't have to strap him in. We just hold him by his ankles.
The elves would go hold him. The roadies.
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
He often ignores us, so if we told him, he probably wouldn't even remember anyway.
I was who was I talking to about that the other night to somebody, and I was like, you know, it would mess with your head, you know, because all the blood rush into your brain being upside down, and you know, how did they do it? But he probably didn't even know, because they're messed up in the head anyway. You know, every single show. How do they even play anything, you know? But
Cocaine.
yes,
Cocaine, heroin, you know.
they
helps
practice
everything.
that way, so that they know what to expect when they get to a show, you know?
That's right.
That's what the professionals do, I think. What's okay? I haven't had anybody on in LA since the fires out there. I had Bart Robley on, but he was more in like Fresno area. Also a label mate. Were you guys affected by that at all? I know it was terrible. And I've been on Google Earth. I do Google Earth and look around and stuff, and you can see the devastation on Google Earth. Even, it's crazy. Were you guys affected, or have friends affected by that? I'm sure.
First of all, LA is such a huge place, and I don't want to diminish what happened and everything, but Palisades, from where we live in LA, is basically like 30 miles from here. So, and then closer by is the Altadena fires, and we can let Al talk about that a little bit, for sure.
Yeah, I was directly affected because that's where I work. And so just it looks like the pictures of Hiroshima, that's what a big part of Altadena looks like. Everything was literally devastated. And I personally haven't gone up there yet, because when they moved us from Altadena down to Pasadena, in a makeshift office, and I have no reason to go up there until they pay me to go up there. I don't want to be a tourist and just go up there and see other people's misery, because I have 20 years in that city, and I take it way too personal just to go around and watch it. But everyone seems to want to show me their videos and their pictures, and it's pretty devastating.
It is, yeah, yeah. I did some of that, well, when, Asheville, North Carolina is not that far from here. I've never been to Asheville, but, after they had the stuff from Hurricane Helene, I watched that stuff on YouTube. People do their drone videos and things, and it's just crazy the amount of devastation that Mother Nature can do, like
Yeah.
just right down there. But, but I did that with several different creators that posted things on YouTube about the fires of going through the neighborhood. There was a guy that I didn't know him previously, but I guess he does BMX or whatever bikes, and he's very very popular on YouTube. I cannot remember his name, but he did a thing where he rode his bike through one of the neighborhoods and did a like a GoPro kind of thing, and just the amount of just I mean it's crazy, and then maybe if here and there's a house that was untouched. Like, how does that even happen? Like, and if you were that person that was your house, how do you, I mean, how do you do that? I mean, how do you? I don't know. It's one of those open-ended things. Until it affects you, I guess you don't like directly. You can't fathom. I guess is the right word. Fathom.
Yes.
The devastation of it. Is it rebuilding at all? Is the government helping at all? I know the government was very late with the Asheville stuff, but
As far as Altadena goes, they're just cleaning up,
yeah.
and they haven't handed out one permit to rebuild yet. So there's a lot of bullshit going around with that. But they're cleaning it up, and people are moving back in when they can. And the community came. There's a tight knit community. It's not a city; it's a town.
Sure.
They really got closer, and everyone's helping each other out, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that to light. You don't really you hear about things on the news when it happens, especially out east here. Like we would never know. Unless they reported it. But they only report on it for a few days and then it goes away. And I don't even watch TV anymore. I don't have anything that connects me to TV. I mean, I have a TV, but I don't ever get on the TV part of it. I use it for a bigger screen for my computer more than anything. But I do watch YouTube, and you see things, and I look at the news on my phone and stuff. But you see the real news and the real pictures are the actual people that are there doing those videos, and that's what I saw. I was like, my goodness, how do you even? That's everything you own is gone. And I guess until you experience that, you don't know, and then you don't know how to fathom the situation. So I hope everything gets a little bit back to normal. It'll probably take some time, but that's how it goes, I guess, right?
Right.
Well, if you need anything, the East has you. I speak for the East, and we have you. Let us know for sure. There was a band I had down. They're from Augusta, Georgia, and they were affected by Helene. I actually got to meet them in person, and I talked to them, face to face, and their practice space was smashed by a tree because they didn't get the floods; they got the wind in Georgia. And then after that was when it all hell broke loose with the flooding. But a massive tree hit their practice space they always practiced in. But I wanted to do a kind of like a telethon. I don't know what else to say, like a fundraiser on my show, but we just haven't linked up. We can still do it, just to make a little bit of help to get them back to a little bit of normal, I think they're practicing at the lead singer's house and they don't like to. This one of the guys told me they don't like to practice there. But yeah, Sunbreak is their name. Sunbreak, look them up. They're good guys. Okay, let's play Gun, and let's play Guns. It's kind of like a little kid going, "Let's play Guns," But let's listen to Gun, and then we'll do the offstage segment, which is really fun. A lot of would you rather questions that are pretty hilarious, and Mark's got a few, maybe one or two. You have a new one tonight, Mark? You think?
I don't have a new one, but I got.
That's the AI. The AI is really good at helping me with it.
Yeah. But I did have another question for the guys.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Then we'll listen to Gun.
Mainly, yeah. I just want to know, how did y'all link up with Sam and Soda?
I was basically sending out our songs to anyone who would listen to it, curators, podcasts, and I forgot what I was using to do it. And then Sam contacted us. He liked one of our songs. I sent him another one, and then he just said, "Hey, let's talk," and we connected, and it just kind of went from there. It's pretty funny when you're a kid. All you want to do is find a record label and tour the world, and here we are, grown adults, and we get a record. We're on a label, and we're kind of like, huh, it's kind of funny though that when you're not really like searching for it or wanting it, it happens. And there was a few other ones that reached out around the same time, which is again kind of weird. But after we talked to all of them, it was very obvious we needed to be with Sam and Sode.
Nice.
Sam's really cool. I've talked to him through email, and I've been wanting to have him on the show, to talk about that aspect. I know he's in a band too. He's very busy, very busy guy. But maybe down the road, maybe around Christmas when he's not doing anything. But it's like he's always doing something.
He's busy, but what makes him different is you email him and he'll get back to you if it's not
he does.
important. But
Every
we all
time.
have his phone number, and if you text him, he texts us.
Can you give it to me, because I don't have it?
I can't waiver saying I can't.
That would be very helpful if you.
But he's very.
I'll give it to you, and you can put it on your board.
Yeah, put it on right behind me. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, he's very hands-on and very supportive of all the bands, I'm sure, like he is with us. So that's what makes him different than others.
He seems like a really, really cool guy. I hope we can link up at some, just for 5 minutes. I have one of the bands on that's on under his label, and just jump in for a little bit. Sam, if you're watching, call me or call them, and they'll give you the link. Jump in for a minute. 5 minutes is all we need. 5 minutes. I'll hand you with would you rather questions for 5 minutes.
What time?
I do want to that we did get other offers, but the honest truth is the other offers weren't really offers. They were like, be careful, kids, when you get an offer from a record label saying they want to sign you. They're really like, I don't want to disparage anybody, but they ask for money from you up front to get your music and put it out. So they're basically no different than Taxi or any of these other services that are kind of soliciting your music, but they're taking money from you. Sam is the real deal. He's an artist. He's in a band. He's a musician. And he serves all the people on his label with real respect for what we do.
He knows the struggle, basically. He knows what's up.
He knows what it is. And what he offers is just right above board. There's no gotchas. There's no fine print. It's really like, I'll help you guys get your music out there and get it distributed. But the amount of effort you put in is what you're going to get out. So if you're a hardworking band and you want to do a lot of work, Sam's there to work with you. And he's not there to pick your pocket or,
For sure,
like do any of that stuff. He's the real deal. He's the real deal.
I've heard nothing but good things from, the artists that I've had on that are under Sode and with Metal Inc. Everybody says good things. It's terrific.
Yeah.
So it's like too good to be true, but it's not. It's there.
Right.
Maybe it's because he's an art. He's a musician as well. He knows. That's how it is. And I get stuff. It seems like just about every day I get a Sode email telling me, about a band. And yours came up. I was like, okay, these guys, all right.
Mhm.
And then I talked to Joshua Jones, which is under Metal Inc., but he's with Sode. And I was like, I don't have anybody scheduled. Give me some people. It was you guys. It was I'd have to go back and look. I can't remember.
The Haptics.
Haptics. They were just on. There's somebody else. I can never remember who I've had on unless I look at my YouTube. It sounds bad, but every show is my favorite show. Right?
But
this is the best podcast you guys have ever been on, right?
This one is going to be the best of all of them, though.
Awesome. It usually is. All right. Anything you want to say about Gun, or you just want to listen to it?
Let's listen to it first. We can talk about it after.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then play Guess the Influences after he hears this one.
And we'll play off stage. We'll play off stage also. We'll do it all at the same time. It'll be very confusing, but it'll be awesome. Just stick around. I don't know. All right, here's Jackie with a little bit about off stage. I'm gonna play the one that I don't usually play. I don't even know what it sounds like. And then we'll listen to Gun. This is Gun by I. Well, not me, but them. I.
Unfiltered, unexpected. We're going off stage next.
That's like the depressing version,
had a gun, I would protect you.
If I had a gun, I would protect you.
If I had a gun, I'd never fall.
If I had a gun, I'd never fall.
If I had a gun, I would wave it around. If I had a gun, I'd end it all.
If I had a gun, I'd end it all.
If I had a gun, I would be handsome. If I had a gun, I would be tall. If I had a gun, you would hear what I say. If I had a gun, I'd end it all. Gave me a license to be anyone I want. Gave me a license, what a thrill. Gave me a license to do anything I want. Gave me the license to kill. If I had a gun, I would be happy. If I had a gun, you would be small. If I had a gun, you would listen to me. If I had a gun, I'd end it all. If I had a gun, I would be funny. If I had a gun, you'd love my smile. If I had a gun, you wouldn't be laughing at me. If I had a gun, I'd shoot you all. Gave me a license to be anyone I want. Gave me a license, what a thrill. Gave me a license to do anything I want. Gave me the license to kill. If I had a gun, I would be famous. If I had a gun, I'd be a star. If I had a gun, I would shoot you all.
I don't want it to end yet. Can we go back and listen to it? Does it but jump back in? Yeah, it's it's like reading a book. I used to read a lot of like murder mystery books, and it's where you stop at a chapter and you don't know what's going to happen next. But it happens way more often than that than a book. But like, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, where's it going to go now? Like the drum roll thing at the end, it kind of sounds like something from a Revolutionary War or something. Just that's what I got from that's the sound of it. But like, I didn't expect that to do that. Like at the end of the song, like I expected more about just freaking going crazy. But that's just me. But I liked it. I mean, I've never listened to that song all the way through, especially on Canes where you can hear everything. You know what I mean? But that one I never listened all the way through. But that would be a great like I don't know, something for a segment I would do on here. But I'll ask you before I use it, just to make it legal. You know what I mean? But it's something like that. It's a mysterious. It's got a vibe of like, you remember that song "God Voodoo" by Godsmack? It's got that vibe a little bit, just the way it kind of, it's a driving. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's a mysterious sounding song, but the lyrics are phenomenal. I would never be able to come up with any like. I'm at a loss for words because it's a good song. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing. What do you got, Mark? Help me out here, buddy.
I enjoyed
Sorry.
the message of the song. It kind of like harkened back to like that song "Packing 25" by Porno for Pyros.
Ah, yeah.
And a lot of the songs, Billy Idol, "I Don't Need a Gun." Just songs about guns that aren't glorifying guns.
That's true. Yeah.
But I know I'm going to be way off here. But
Could be worse than me. Could be worse than me.
Tool meets Pet Shop Boys.
I like that.
I have a lot of sound samples on here for a reaction to that, and I don't know which one to use.
Mark nailed it. He got it. How did he know?
I love that.
Good job, Mark.
It was the speaking part at the beginning that kind of had that Pet Shop Boys vibe.
Right.
But the chorus was definitely like a Tool or a Deftones or maybe even a little Chevelle without all the distortion. Something like that. I don't know. It was really good. It's a good song.
I think there was somebody behind him. I saw him. I go,
Yeah, I
hey,
was like, because in these things, it's like, I mean, I have the wireless version of these for my living room, and so like I could be sitting there just doing whatever, and all of a sudden there's something in the background. It's like, and then my cat looks back there, and it's like, okay, he could see like probably a dead person or a ghost or even someone probably before I could. It's
Look
creepy.
between his ears. Look between his ears.
I'm
That's
not
how you
looking.
see the
I don't want to look
ghosts.
anywhere. That's creepy. I'm not doing that.
Well, and I want to commend you because you're the first podcast or anything with actually play the song all the way through.
Hell yeah, you have to. You have
the
to.
KLOS new band thing, whatever it's called, and it lasted one verse, and they cut it off, and they went
Losers. They're not. They'll never make it.
And
What?
we have made a video for it through the label, and it got flagged 3 times on YouTube. We got strikes, so we had to actually post it on
Some
Rumble.
people just don't know how to podcast. That's what it is.
Wait, why did he get flagged?
Yeah, because
The original one was because it showed children with guns, and then then they came back and saying there's too many dead bodies falling. It was the
that's the
original
best
one's
part of
pretty
it, though.
specific, but none of those videos you can't see on their own on YouTube. But we
That's
put
the
it together,
part.
and all of a sudden, like, they
So
got
how many? Just out of curiosity, how many dead bodies can you have before they flag you? Because
there's channels that have
like-
dead people getting shot.
I'm
and-
telling you, all
and
those
dying.
videos
Yeah.
you could find
You know, like,
individually on
Real
Facebook.
people.
We just happened to put them together, and they lost their shit.
Well, the reason I don't do videos, it's not because of that. Yes, I want people to subscribe to me, but I want them to go see your stuff on your channel and subscribe to you because that's where your music is. And I don't ever watch any music videos from any guest until after the show. I'm interested in what's happening. That's all we're going to be doing on the show. So that I'm interested in that,
Right.
in hearing it. That's why I don't do that. So, I mean, everybody's got their ways they do things, but I can't imagine. Yeah, that's crazy because you can go watch it anyway and it's not flagged.
Right.
It's up on your channel and it's not flagged. But they couldn't play it on. I don't know unless there's a lot of different settings when you live stream, and maybe it was just something they don't have. I don't know. I can't imagine. I would want to speak to the manager though for sure.
Even on Rumble, we had to do a very edited version. So the original's still floating out there. We just haven't figured out how to get it out there to anybody. But
Man.
the edited version's on Rumble.
Well,
That's wild.
everybody go to if you can. I don't know. Well, I'm going to put your links in the description of the show, so that way they don't have to try and find you. They will find you everywhere.
Appreciate it.
Have you tried to do the Instagram thing like I was doing? Like, when I posted you got the announcement of the very first time of you guys coming on this show, I always play the band's music, behind it, and you just search for the music on it. I could never ever find it. I couldn't find it with iBand Official. I couldn't find it with iBand. I was just a nightmare. I would have been scrolling for days probably. It's probably on there. Is there a secret to it, to finding it?
To finding it where?
On Instagram, or I couldn't really find it on Apple Music either. It was like everything was something else. It was, or maybe no. Apple Music was okay. No, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, Apple Music was okay. It was YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah. I think the only way to find it is probably put in our whole address. I guess. I don't know. Whatever the kids are calling it nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. The at.
For what it's worth, I found you on Google just by typing deaths bass band.
There you go.
That's the best. Yeah.
Thank you.
That would be I don't know what the term is for the internet stuff, but isn't it like SEO, something like that? The search engine, something where you
search engine
put in so many
optimization.
tags or something of yourself, and you'll get to the top. I think it's a constant war of that stuff. But
yeah, our website's an easy way too, because it's just like ibandofficial.com.
Yes,
it has all the links to everything there too. So that's always an easy.
Did you think about this? Would drive people crazy, but did you think about making like www.i.com? Because that would have been crazy. Like, or like an exclamation point, like an upside down I. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, we tried a lot of things, and David was the one that came up with iBand Official. By that time, we're like, F it, okay.
Yeah, you can say fuck. You can say fuck if you want to. It won't get flagged. It won't get flagged. I won't bleep it out. You can say fuck if you want to.
Albatross around our neck for the rest.
Yeah.
All right, I do this. I do this segment that I've done several different kinds of segments on here where I tried to like break off from the interview for a little bit, just kind of a little. I mean, yeah, we're having fun, but let's have a little bit more fun, you know? I used to talk about wieners. I had a wiener segment on here. You avoided that. It was about hot dogs, and I did that for a year and a half, and I was done with it. So we don't even have, unless you want to, but I really don't want to talk about hot dogs. So I did that for a while. It was interesting for a year and a half, I guess. And then then I was like, you know what? How about landmarks? You know, because I do a lot of bands from other places. And a big thing with that was statues, like weird statues that are in people's towns, like Turtle Boy. Just trust me, Google Turtle Boy in Massachusetts, and you'll laugh your ass off for a good while. Shit Fountain in Chicago. I mean, there's a, but then it fell off. You know, it's just after a while, some people just live in a place that doesn't have anything, you know, and didn't have anything to add, and so we're just kind of sitting there going, huh, you know, like, because I'll try to find one, you know, and it's a big city, you know, everybody can find something. But anyway, I did find something in Austin, Mark. That's weird.
Yeah?
The cathedral junk or something like that. It's called. I'll send it to you. It's pretty. It's just this guy's backyard. It's a house, legit. This guy's. He just made this cathedral in his backyard of junk, like anything.
Huh.
People donate stuff. I don't think he needs a donation anymore, but I don't know.
Well, it lives in my neighborhood.
I don't know. I didn't look.
I've looked around at some of these houses around here. It could be any one of them.
It could literally be anywhere. So I got away. That didn't land for a while. So I was just like, you know what? What if I just ask random questions? You know. And so I started doing that, and it's turned into a would you rather segment, which is great because you have to pick one of them, but there's no right answer. And you have it's a 50-50 thing. But you have to pick one. And you can do these individually. You can do them together, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. And a lot of people try to expand on the question. The question's a question. Either this or that. But we can expand on it. I mean, if you want to have a discussion, and there's probably one that you will want to have a discussion about. It's been discussed a lot on here, but for some reason, I don't know. You want to start with a raunchy one? Or should we just get right into it? You think with the raunchies, or you want to build to that point? It's up to you guys.
Fuck it, deep end. Go for it.
Go all right. Go to the. Should I go straight to the dick, Mark? You think?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What time is it?
I think we should do.
It's 8:15. We got into cock talk. Got it.
Yes. There should be some kind of jingle for this.
It took an hour.
There
Awesome.
should be a jingle or a dingle for this.
Talk.
Would you rather have dicks for fingers, or not be able to taste anything ever again?
Oh, that's easy. I'll take the dicks for fingers.
Everybody picks it. It's like a 90-10 answer.
You can flip someone off and flash them at the same time. It's fucking awesome.
What if it's floppy though? See, this is where we get into this is the discussion. This is the one that goes off into.
Yeah, but how insulting would it be to get slapped by a dick? Much less five.
Some
of them.
people wouldn't be insulting though.
5 dicks.
I mean, I'm not speaking for my, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying.
That's 5 mushroom stamps at once.
There you go.
I mean, that's like a record.
Yep.
You can piss through your fingers. That's like one more advantage over women.
Hey, that's right. And we need all we can get, right?
Oh yeah, these days.
Thankfully, she's asleep.
I'm just picturing John Cena with dicks for fingers,
What?
you know, with his.
Wow, John Cena of all people, him?
With that, you can't see dick. That'd be
Yeah,
it.
you
true,
can't see
yeah.
dick.
What up, Dick? And then you're like, listen. I didn't know, you know. My name's Richard. Okay.
You should get that 5-finger death punch band on your show and ask them if they change their name to 5 wiener death punch.
5 dicks. How about that? There's 2 bands that I don't really like at all. They'll probably never be. If they are on the show, I'm going to really make fun of them, but not in like I'm. Creed is one. 5-finger death punch is the other one. I just made up the second one.
Open?
Huh?
Could you have with dick hands wide open?
I mean, that would be good. It'd be good for them. They make a little bit of money. Not from me, but, you know, from somebody.
Yeah, Creed needs to make some more money. They're hard.
Creed just sucks ass. You know what I mean? They just suck ass. I'm with thumbs wide open. You know, Scott Stapp, that's a dumbass name anyway. You know, like it's just, I just don't know.
It would have been
Something
cool if
about
you
that
added
name.
infection to the end. Scott Staff infection. That would have been kind of
Yeah, and hold up his dick fingers. Because you know he has them. That's why he keeps his hands in his pockets. I don't know. Mark, do the shit question since I can't remember.
All right. So, would you rather eat ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
That
is for ice
tastes
cream.
like shit, but it's not shit. It's actually just dairy ice cream.
Dairy? What if people are allergic to dairy though? Okay, I'm sorry. Go
Would you rather eat shit that's actual shit that tastes like ice cream?
Now
I
this
took
one.
the last one. You're up. Go ahead, guys.
Will the ingredients be posted on both of them?
We'll say yes.
Because I want like
Nutrition
really
facts.
organic
They both-
ice cream.
They both
Or
have
really
corn.
like pure shit. I don't know.
The nutrition facts will be on there, yes.
I'd probably eat the real shit.
Really?
I'm not sure why. Don't judge me.
I mean, you don't have to
Hey.
explain. It's okay.
We know Polly. We know why.
Yeah, you guys probably know, but these guys, I don't know.
You know, Polly just had a birthday, so I'm wondering what went with the cake at the party.
Happy
So
birthday.
smile.
Cake and shit for everybody.
Cake and shit. Yo, I had cake and shit. David, you're being too quiet. What do you got on this?
I'm right there with them. I'll have the real shit, 100% organic. So you know.
I mean, you would think, you know, because a lot of people have to, you know, when they see food, that's what's appealing. Maybe not everybody, but I mean, you would
Yeah,
think.
should be appealing. I get that. So,
But yeah, it would be disappointing to dive right in and be like, oh my God, this tastes like shit, you know?
There is a certain amount of fecal matter that we all ingest. The restaurants, you know.
We don't think of that. though.
We've all had ice cream.
And
So
bugs. I think we ingest
Well-
bugs and shit too, you know?
it's everywhere.
I, for one, don't know what shit tastes like.
Why not?
So I think personally, I would eat the ice cream that tastes like shit,
Until you
and
realize that
taste-
it's shit.
and I would taste the shit, and I would be like, okay,
is
I've been
shit.
tasting shit and all these other foods my whole life, and it's been tricking me.
It tastes just like it smells.
It speaks for
Does
itself.
it?
It speaks for itself.
Tell.
Wow. That one went on and on. That one is actually longer than the dick discussion we usually get on here. Dick discussion. I said it.
What if you were eating the shit flavored ice cream off your dick fingers?
Yeah, but they would get aroused and just
There's a name
All
for
the
that.
time,
It's
you know?
called dipping dicks.
or throbbing dicks or yeah, I got you. I see where you went. I don't know where I was going with the throbbing part, but you know what I mean. Let me reset here.
My hand's throbbing.
Um, would you rather not fuck a goat and everyone thinks you did, or you do fuck a goat and nobody thinks you did? I guess this is a farm question. Sorry about the farm
You're up,
question.
Paul.
Yeah, Paul, you're up.
Well, in the words of
I know.
Ryan Bullock, you know, I would say, Stimpy, this feels really good. But if anybody ever found out, I'd be so embarrassed.
Yeah. That was deep. I've never gotten anybody to like. Usually people are just like that one.
No one ever quoted Ren and Stimpy. Yeah.
No, and it's shocking. I know it's like
Nobody quotes Ren and Stimpy, man. There's something wrong.
I miss Ren and Stimpy. Are they still on the cartoon thing at night? They used to be.
I don't know. I got a DVD box set, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, you're never gonna run out then.
No.
Physical media forever.
What is it?
I said physical media forever.
Yes.
That's how you get all the good
Yes.
stuff.
That's the only way you can get by anymore. I think. I mean, I think there's probably other ways, but dick fingers probably. Hey, what's the manliest thing you've ever done? I guess this would be an individual thing. So you all don't have to answer, but you can if you want. Manliest thing. Manly. Or the manliest thing you think you've ever done. You thought it was manly.
Let's have the youngest guy talk about that.
Yes, that's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah, go on, youngster.
The manly that's an unorthodox question that was unexpected.
He joined our band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, for
I
sure.
think it's the beard. I think it's that beard. Look at that. It's beautiful.
He only grew it to make him look so he looks old enough to be in the band.
I joined
Yes.
it, just kind of appeared, and I don't question it. So
My buddy Rob always makes fun of me that I don't, because he's got a good beard going. It's got a lot of the gray. No offense, Paul, but kind of like Paul's color, and he always says, you're just jealous because you can't grow a beard. I can grow a beard. I don't like things on my neck, for one thing. I can't. Whenever I gotta shave, I gotta shave. I don't like it. And chin strap's got the way to go. It's just clean. It's clean. It's worked. It's worked. Why fix it?
You should do
It's
the
not
full
broken.
chin strap, Scott. You should do the full chin strap that goes like this, and then up and around your head at the edge of your hairline.
And to the mohawk.
Yes, so it makes it like a big frame. Like
I will work on that. And for the next time you guys are on, I will have it. I'll have it.
That's the style.
That's the pact. That's what I promise you. Only that, though. Only that. Let's see. We'll do a couple more here. Okay, this one was kind of good because somebody mentioned cottage cheese, which I don't like at all, and I think Mark's the one that said that cottage cheese ruins the word cottage. But is there any strange food combinations that you guys enjoy? Like some people like ketchup on their pizza, like crap like that. Is there anything strange that you guys enjoy that's just shouldn't be enjoyed? Or is not enjoyed by many people, I guess? Anybody got one?
I've always been fond of the good old pineapple on pizza, and then everybody lost their shit a couple years ago over it.
I don't understand. They haven't tried it. That's why.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's delicious.
And it's even better with Spam instead of ham.
Oh,
I haven't tried that.
Spam and pineapple pizza is so good.
You heard it here first, folks.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Hawaiian. Anybody else have a strange foodie? Paul's pondering.
yeah.
I'm stumped. I eat normal, I guess.
Well, for you, but it might be weird
Feel
for
bad
us.
now.
I like-
But he'll eat shit ice cream though with cake. I don't know if that counts.
True, yeah,
No one said it was ice cream. I thought it was just shit.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
looks
it
like
was-
ice cream though.
Does it?
But frozen
Oh,
yogurt
yeah.
or soft serve looks like shit. So I guess there is shit ice cream out there. And the shit fountain in Chicago looks, well, it doesn't look like ice cream, but it's definitely a pile of shit. Look it up. Yeah, it's on, you'll find it on Google. Shit fountain. And it's big. nobody likes cussing. I don't know why, but it says shit fountain on the fountain. Shit fountain, right in the middle of wherever it's at in Chicago. Weird.
Are you supposed to shit in the fountain?
No, it's like a nod to the Humane Society or something about dogs. But it's a pile of like dog shit. But it's a fountain. You can like go there and eat lunch or stuff. That's what I would do.
Makes the shit speak.
That's in Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago.
I'm going to have to visit if I ever get to Chicago.
Yeah, you'll find it.
The whole city smells like hot dogs.
Yeah, does it? or deep dish pizza. We had a pizza
Something like
discussion during
that,
the wiener
yeah.
segment at one point, and that just got out of hand. We have the best pizza. No, we have the best pizza. How about everybody has the best pizza? Papa John's has the best pizza. Okay.
Texas does not have the best pizza. Facts.
They have the best barbecue.
Yeah,
Kind
maybe.
of. Kind of. If you like Texas barbecue.
Yeah,
if
if
you
you
don't-
like Texas barbecue, it's the best Texas.
There's Tennessee barbecue, and then there's
And you got
West
Kansas.
Virginia barbecue, which I don't know. What that would be.
The Carolinas have a great barbecue as well.
Bomb barbecue. Mm-hmm. Yes'm. Would you rather have a tiny, high-pitched voice, or just be completely hairless, no beard, which means no beard, Paul and David?
I already got both of
Good mark.
those, so I can't say anything.
Well, I already have a tiny, high-pitched, whiny voice, too. So
Yeah.
maybe being hairless would be okay. I'd change it up,
We wouldn't know you though. I don't
It's
think.
pretty bad down here. We got a situation down here, so
It's all tangled and shit, right?
Oh, good Lord. It's like
Do you have
Sigmund and monsters.
Do you have anybody like else shave your back? I for some reason I know quite a few people that have their backs shaved by like their family members, and I don't know why. Is this is it a big
Family
problem?
members. Elaborate.
Yeah, you think
Like
you
an
go
uncle?
you think you could go to like a Asian massage or something to get your back waxed or whatever they do. But yeah,
Nah.
you've never heard of this?
Monkeys picking like the lice off each
Yeah.
other kind of thing,
monkeys
Dana
do
Carey's
themselves.
elves will do it to him, I'm sure.
Oh, Annida's coming. Everybody take your shirts off. She's going to shave our backs.
Oh man.
In a circle, like
In a
you ever-
circle, yeah. Get in line. Get in line. David, you're first, right? You're the youngest. You're first. Yeah, that would be creepy. Like every family reunion every year. Oh no, here we go. It's not the group picture anymore that's dreaded. It's the back waxing. I guess. Okay, that was an awkward silence. Did I go too far? Okay, we'll do one more. One more here. This is this I like asking this question because it's more of a it's not I guess it could be funny for some people if I can find it. I'm surprised I don't know it by heart. It's the memories one. You remember it, Mark? I asked it on every show.
What?
Damn it.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
the
kidding.
memories. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Are we still
What
doing this?
memory? Yeah, you
Damn it! I can't find it. I swear I had an asterisk
you-
beside that.
it's would you rather forget everything you know about your instrument
Oh, yeah.
or not be able to create new memories? Is that
Yes. Yeah. Would you rather not be able to create new memories or forget the ones that you already experienced? Something like that. Does it make sense? Probably not. I can't find it. Why did I swear I put an asterisk and somebody deleted
would you rather lose all of your current memories
yeah.
or not have the ability
Or
to
not be able to
create
make new ones? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that makes more sense. What do you think?
That one's easy. I've been a horrible person. I'd rather lose all my memories and start fresh. I'll get rid of so much guilt. So much guilt.
Personal history, you know what I mean? Like some people, right? Some people would want to. I guess it depends on your past, right? I guess.
Oh, yeah.
You know about if it was a strictly musical question, because in the beginning you said forget everything you knew about music or something like that.
Yeah, but I guess that could be part of it too.
Well, that's because of who's the guitar player, famous jazz guy, Pat Martino, like brilliant guitar player, and then he had some accident or a stroke or something, and he forgot everything he knew about how to play music.
That'd be rough.
Like in his 40s or his 50s.
Wow.
And then they just told him like, hey, you were a brilliant jazz guitar player. And he just learned how to play all over again. And some people, their opinions, it's like he was even better after. Like It's pretty fascinating. There's a
It's like
documentary out there
like
on
people
YouTube.
that are in comas for several years and they wake up and it's kind of like that. They just forget who people are. You know,
hmm
that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Can I
didn't know
just
that story.
forget who I am?
Who
But
are you?
remember everybody else?
What is it? Say it again.
Could I just forget who I am, but then remember everybody else?
We'll say yes. Yeah. Well,
I'll throw it
yeah,
out.
sure. Well,
We'll
that's
remind
the,
you, dude. We'll remind you.
yeah. I'm sure they'll have to at some point. You know, people forget things all the time when they're older. You know, so it's part of growing up. Look forward to it, David. It's you're getting there. How old are you? How old are you, by the way? How young are you? How young are you?
Well, I guess we
Around-
can turn as well. I mean, how old or how young do you think I am? So,
I would say lower 30s.
lower 30s. I like that. I'm gonna start using that.
Am I close?
pretty spot on. Yeah, 28. So,
Ah, that's good.
I'm gonna start saying lower 30s. Though. That sounds better.
No,
Lower 30s
don't
sounds
ever-
yeah.
don't-
you don't,
don't
you never
ever-
want to say mid 30s. That just sounds old.
Just say 29 again for every year. You know,
Yeah.
I'm 29 again.
It seems like those are the roughest ones. Like, you know, it used to be just 50 was the worst one. Nobody wanted to turn 50, but now it's like, God, I'm going to be 40. God, I'm going to be 30. Well, shit, 20 was even bad. 10 was bad for me. I was like, fuck. Now I got to write 2 numbers?
Yeah.
It keeps getting better, you know?
Fucking 10? What, I'm supposed to have a house right now? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Oh, man. You guys are the shit. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a fun conversation. It's been very strange, but every show's like this, and I love it. It's very random.
We're the shit that tastes like ice cream.
we're the shit part of, or what did you say? See, I got dementia already.
You got everything you ever knew. See that, Scott? You chose wrong.
We put the I in ice cream, right?
Yeah, there you go. There it is. That's what it is. That's how you can find them. Well, I'll put how you can find them in the description. You might be able to find them like that though. We're gonna have to start like a hashtag. We put the I in ice cream.
Or the I in shit.
There it is. There it is. Back up a little bit with it so they can see the full effect. Full effect. There it is. It's pretty much the same on everything. It's I beneficial 1, right?
No,
On
not
everything?
the bottom one.
What's the bottom? I can't see the bottom one. It's cut off.
Yeah, raise it up.
Raise
Keep
the roof.
going.
Little bit going. There it is. Yeah.
There we go.
iBeneficial4 at Gmail. Why isn't that one iBeneficial1 at Gmail? That's confusing. Now you're gonna have to change the rest of them to 4.
It was taken.
Oh, seriously?
I don't
Those
know.
bastards.
Fucking her. I have no idea.
I would have spoke to the manager and be like, listen, it's got to be 1. Can't be 4. But I will put it in the description. You will be able to find them on everywhere, everything. I'll always give the band or the guest as much time as they need at the end of the show to plug themselves where people find you, which we kind of just talked about. But I let you guys do it so you can tell them what you have coming up show-wise and things like that if they're in your area. I will mute my microphone and go.
Right now, we don't have any gigs actually, but we are just focusing on our what we own the label basically, the dates they gave us. So we just released a video. We have a new single in the can that we're going to be sending over. And what am I forgetting, Paul?
Well, let's see. Everybody go to YouTube, follow our channel so you can see our new video for Enemy. That's out right now. That's our latest release, just a couple weeks old. But follow all our stuff that came out this year. Unheard came out end of last year. And our latest single is Simile. Again, completely different vibe from the other 2 songs. And we do have another release. I just finished it today. We just got out of the studio. I was in the studio today. So we're going to be delivering that to Sode, and that'll be on May 30th.
I believe so.
Is our next drop date. So just catch up with us. Go find all our archived music somewhere out there in the ether world.
And to be fair, before we go, you asked us stupid questions. We need to ask you one, both of you.
Me? Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay.
Good, you're good.
All right. Flat Earth, yes or no?
No.
Why?
But you're supposed to frame it like this. You're supposed to say Earth, round or flat.
Round. I've only seen it on thing. I don't have any proof to tell you whether it's flat or not, but just from what I've seen from, the powers that be, it's round. I mean, I've never seen any maps of, or like there's globes, right?
Yes,
What are
there are.
what's so funny? Am I wrong?
No, it's
Am I getting too?
it's usually a one-word answer, but I love how people just really try to explain.
I mean, it feels like you have to defend
Water,
yourself with this
wet
shit.
or
You know what I mean? Like,
I
I
thought
just
we were
wanna
floating on a
applaud
giant
you.
turtle.
I
What?
just want to applaud you for saying there is a right answer, and you got it right, Scott. Thank you. And the back of the turtle is also an acceptable answer.
Yeah.
What? Why? Wait, is that over my head? Why is that?
There's a
right answer?
space turtle out there we're floating on, man.
No, no, that's not a real story.
His name's Gamera.
I had somebody that I know around here. They hit me up on Messenger the other day. I don't get on Facebook. It sucks. I hate Facebook. But they hit me up on Messenger and said, "Hey, do you have any interest in starting a different kind of podcast?" And I was like, maybe. Depends on what it's about. Just everything that's weird. I'm like, everything is weird to you and me, or I mean, because there's a lot of things that we think that are weird that people think is just normal, maybe. But I mean, there's what else? What else you got? Well, how about like haunted things? You know how many freaking podcasts there are about paranormal?
Lots.
So how do you make yourself different? So I mean, he wasn't ready for that. He wasn't ready for the amount of questions that I had. What? Okay, yeah,
You make
I'm all
yourself
for that.
different by actually finding the ghost, finding Bigfoot, and proving everything. That's how you make yourself different.
Then I wouldn't have to do this anymore for free,
That's what they all have in common. They find nothing.
Well, it's always the same picture of Bigfoot also,
Yes. Bigfoot's blurry. Remember that?
Dabbing. He's dabbing is what he's doing,
I think I was the only one that caught Mark.
I have, yeah.
What is it? What happened?
I said, fuck them. You find the ghost, fuck it. And that would set you apart.
Literally do it, or like
Literally do it. Yeah, it set you apart.
Especially if it's a ghost.
yeah, goats, yeah, for sure. The greatest of all time, right? So cheesy. I hate when they come up with. You guys, do you do TikTok with the band?
No.
Don't start.
We have one, I think. We don't use it.
Yeah.
No, we don't even have one. No.
See, I think the best option is to stick with one. Stick with one platform, and let somebody else make you a page. Let them manage it.
Be nice. Be nice.
That would be great.
So they won't manage your social media pages for you?
They do to a point if we ask them for help, but we've been pretty good keeping up with it.
And they do the newsletters and stuff about your music tape. They send them to me and stuff.
Yeah. They
I'm
do
sure-
all the stuff that's too tedious for the
And they
band
make
to
posts,
do.
I'm sure, to every social media with that release.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah. Well, that's helpful because you don't have to do all that.
Exactly. Yes.
Awesome. Well, I got to give a shout out to Sode personally. This is kind of ends my current run with them for now. I'm taking a little spring break. I never take a break from the show, and I need to take a break. I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to go down to South Carolina and to the beach. It's not beach weather, but I'm going to get the heck out of here for a little bit,
Get
And
some barbecue.
yes, I'm going to do that also. And sometimes, I mean, there's been times I've taken my show stuff with me and done it from a hotel room, on the way down. Because I drive. I fly sometimes, but it's 10 and a half hours. I did it in 2 days, and it's fine. I like, it's time. It's time away, So I'll be doing that on Sunday, and I'll be taking a couple days down there, and then coming back. I'll be back Friday. Mark's band's coming on. You are the next person. I didn't get the letters ready, but we're not quite ready for that because you're not really the next one. I'm hoping there'll be somebody in between now and
Yeah, I
May.
was gonna say that's like 40 days.
May.
from now.
What was it? May. What is it? May what?
It'll be the 22nd.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to have more guests in between there, but Mark's band Like Sorrow will be on then, and you will be up on the thing. I'll just leave the eye up there the entire time, and hopefully these other bands that I have on will have an eye in there, and I'll just never take it down ever again. I won't book any bands that don't have eyes in their names.
There you go.
But I did have to. I did cheat. I did cheat with that a little bit because the eyes on that are available look like L's. It's just one thing, but so I took the period because they do give you a period in the letter thing, and I made it the right one.
We appreciate
Sure.
it.
Scott, we appreciate it.
For
Right.
sure. I appreciate you guys for being on. And come back. Let's do this again.
Yeah, it was great meeting you guys for
And
sure.
next time you guys can do the entire offstage thing and force us to answer the weird shit.
Uh,
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to do that, we'll come back.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
Careful what you wish for.
I'm good. I've been interviewed twice on my own show. I've been interviewed twice on my own show by the same person. I got a friend that lives in London that has interviewed me twice on here. So I'm good. Bring it. Bring it.
Yeah,
See if you can do it better than I can, you know? No, I'm kidding.
not better, definitely more twisted.
Way more. I mean, it's got to get way out. I mean, talk about lawnmowers for half an hour with somebody. I did that
Jeez.
with the guy that interviewed me in London. Their lawnmowers are different. I don't understand how a lawnmower that hovers over the grass can cut grass. If it hovers, it can't cut, right? Okay, I'm sorry, but it hovers on the grass.
Trust the science,
Aliens.
Scott. Trust the science.
Bullshit's
that
what it
puts
is.
a new meaning to
Bullshit.
dear Lord.
And they drive on the wrong side of the road over there. So, you know, I tell him that every time he comes on. Anyway, okay. Well, thank you guys again for being on. It's been fun. Mark, thanks for co-hosting.
For sure.
If you guys do have 5 minutes, I know it's probably very busy people over there. But if you have 5 minutes, I'll give you a formal goodbye after I quit the live stream here in a second.
For sure. No
If you got to go, I totally understand. Some people got to poop. You know what I mean?
worries. Scott, if we're still live, just a
We
quick
are.
question. Anybody in the chat we haven't heard from in a while? I don't know if any.
It's just been Lenny, basically. Oh, my buddy Rob is the one that's Invisible Rob in the chat because that's what he's known as on here, and he got on there and he said Wu-Tang for some reason. I don't know why I said that, but I heard they're not anything to fuck with, right?
Who's
Nope.
Nick, he was the other one.
Protect your neck.
Oh yeah, Nick. I think that's the Nick from No Horizon. I'm pretty sure. The guitar player from No Horizon.
How do you
From
say his last name? Vishman?
Hickman.
Quickman.
Hickman.
Wick.
Or wick.
I think it's wick, like a moisture wicking.
Moisture.
fabric.
That's what it was. Moist. People love
Put
that
the
word.
H before the W. Wickman.
This is the Hawaiian way to say it, right? Okay, all right. My jaw is tired from talking, so let's go. All right, I'm going to take a little break. For right now, Like Sorrow is the next guest in the end of May, but I know I'll have somebody before then, hopefully. I think Josh from Metal Inc. wants to come back on with his Obsidian Resurrection projects. That's cool. They got some more
Gok
stuff out.
song. Gok song.
What are you saying?
Gok song. The band I was telling you about.
Oh yeah. I got to get a hold of them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That might be the next one. I don't know. I'm taking a break from this after tonight. I'm getting wasted. You know. Party. You know, holiday, spring break. Everybody's back in college, but I'm on the beach naked, running around. You know.
Thank God we're in California.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask real quick, David.
Yes, sir.
What pops you got back there?
What is it? What is
Right
it?
back there, I got Angus Young in the middle. I got Bob from Bob's Burger, and I got Mick Foley.
What are they? What are we looking at?
Nice.
Pops.
Pops.
Pop. I just noticed them back there.
Yeah, little figurines, but yeah, that's what.
Nice.
I only
I
have
don't-
one. I used to have a lot, but now I only have Jamie Ben.
Al, what are the DVDs above your head on the shelf? Is there pornos?
No, those are my wife's vinyls. All
Oh
80 ways
shit! I'm
to-
sorry.
all good.
Porno laser discs.
Sorry, wife.
Yeah.
All right, let's go before I get in trouble. Right?
Porno
Thank you guys
laser
again.
discs
Let's
sounds like a band.
come back again. Let's do the show again, and we'll talk about whatever. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Anytime.
Appreciate you. I'll talk to you here in about 5 minutes. I will be back when I'm back. I will let you know. Oh, one more real quick thing. This July 30th or July 27th. I'm sorry. This July 27th will mark 5 years of whatever this is, and it's crazy. It's it's nuts. But I'm going to do I'll do an online show with Zoom and everything, and like I always do with the anniversary shows. But I'm doing an in-person concert with some bands that are really close to me that I've been some bands from Pittsburgh, and my band will play. And we're just gonna like a hangout at a local bar. It'll be in Clarksburg, here, which is where I grew up, just down the road here, at a place called Jacoby's. I don't want to announce who's confirmed yet for that because I'm giving to like June for confirmation. But I do have a couple bands that's already confirmed. My buddy from Nashville, Dale, will be coming up. He's from here, but he lives in Nashville now. He's an actor and a musician. He'll be headlining that show, which will be awesome. But he will be coming here from Nashville to play. So. I can't wait for that. That will be August 2nd. Will be the concert because like the 27th is like a Sunday. I think I'm not going to do it on Sunday. You know what I mean? So that'll be fun. There'll be more about that later on. But thank you guys for being episode 337. It's great. Love it.
Thank you.
Here is Narrowhead with Sunday, and I will see you guys when I see you. I'm going to take a little break. I gotta take a break. We'll see.